are you becoming, which is a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing, it's a good thing, are you like a motivationalist now?
I'm not trying to motivate anyone into trying to get their hands on a stack of cash. It's more like a motivation to recognise that you probably already have what you need, and that while you can purchase pleasure with a big stack of cash, you cannot purchase happiness. Although this is a nice shirt, and it's not like I'm ready to dress only in a bedsheet and live on a hill with nothing. So it's not like that book's not about you can be successful. It's about recognising that you probably already have what you need. I mean, it's particularly good for people that are mental because they drink too much, do too much drugs, or are eating in an unhealthy way.
Yeah, so you say freedom from our addictions, and you've spoken very openly about addictions. So it's because it's a 12-step programme as well, isn't it? So it's kind of a self-help book as well.
It is a self-help book. It's totally that. And what's amazing, what I think is this, is that all of us are working a programme, but if you're not working a conscious programme, you're working an unconscious programme. You'll be responding to the things that you find triggering in life. And because I was a very, very severe type addict character, obsessed with drugs, obsessed with sex, obsessed with food, I now have to be very aware about what's sort of stimulating me. But I think everyone's on the grid somewhere. All of us, like, you wouldn't be able to have that competition if it weren't for the fact that people think money will make them happy. I'm lucky because I've been dirty poor and now I'm stinky rich. I'm not that rich, actually, I gave away a lot. But, like, it don't make that much difference.
But the thing is, I suppose, what you could say, Russell, is that you have dabbled or tried it all. You've had the money, you've had the pleasures, you've had the excesses. So maybe then, you know, people might look and say, yeah, well, it's all right for him. He's from a position, well, OK, I know you've been through it, but also you could say a position of privilege and all
Yes, that's right. I am in a position of privilege. There's no question about it. But, like, so in a way, I'm sort of qualified for it. I don't necessarily think that penury is the answer, that it's not necessarily the answer to give up everything. But I think it's about finding a different kind of connection in yourself. Like, when you're watching the people that are on X Factor, some of whom will become dead famous, you sort of watch them and think, oh, I wonder how they'll deal with it. They're on that journey. Some of them are from the same sort of place I'm from, like, literally, and you watch them and you see their rawness.
How did you deal with it? How did you deal with the fame?
Crazy. I went crazy because suddenly you've got access to all of that stuff and you think, oh my God, it's going to actually happen. All that stuff you've read about that's going to make you happy, you think, attention from whatever gender you're into and sort of stuff, free stuff and attention. But after a while, you're used to it. Lucky, you're married, you've got each other, so you know it's all nonsense and you've been doing it ages. And you now, tangoing your way to a fine physique. Eamonn, you're lucky. Your life must have changed since Anton's doing all the spade work in the daytime.
And since she's lost all that weight, things
you look amazing. I really enjoyed your dancing. I thought that your tango was brilliant.
Thank you. It's very scary.
Also, you could wear a wig well, didn't you? You look brilliant.
I've done the wig. It's very scary. So what about you when you go on stage? Because this is the first time I've said I've experienced stage fright. So when you're going on tour, or your tour is continuing, it's a very long tour actually.
I can't stop.
Do you feel that fright? How do you deal with nerves and?
I feel terrified. I feel, but like in a way, it's the way that you frame it. Now I think, oh, all this energy is coming to me. I'm feeling excited. My body is literally emptying itself out. So I see myself as being prepared. That this is the energy that you need to be focused. This is the energy you need to think fast. And when I'm doing those shows, I do a lot of spontaneous stuff, a lot of live stuff.
Don't you get the audience to fill out a survey or something to tell you stuff about themselves?
I do precisely this, Ruth, because I like it to be a very live and insane experience. And it's very good for me because I often think that I'm crazy, but when you read this, what people think about and do in their own lives, you realise everyone's mad. There was a person who said, like one of the questions on the survey is, what's the craziest thing you've ever done? This bloke goes, I put my mum's knitting in the fridge to trick her into thinking she was mentally ill. Other people, the people are like the twits. They're playing mind games with one another, trying to destroy each other's psyches. And like, this is just the stuff that I can tell you in the daytime.
Yeah, and look, listen, Russell.
It's filth, Eamonn.
It's filth. But the thing is, my friend, what you're talking about is a very serious subject, but isn't there a danger that because you are who you are, people go in there and they think, oh, this is a joke, make us laugh, there's a punchline to this, boom, boom.
There always is a joke. It's necessary. There's nothing wrong with things being funny. And in fact, I think the more serious the subjects you're talking about are, the more helpful it is to have a humorous aspect to it. And when I'm in a room with thousands of people, I'm aware that all of us experience great pain in our life.
What is your role? How do you see your role or your destiny now in life, or how your role has changed? You call this rebirth. I mean, are you out there to make a lot of money? Are you out there to be even more famous? Are you out there to convert people? Is there a vision as to who the new Russell Brand, the reborn Russell Brand is?
Eamonn, you've landed a really intense question.
Nice one, though,
I've
wasn't it?
come on this
Good,
morning
though.
for a bit of a laugh, peddling a book and a night at the atmosphere for Apollo, and you want to know what my destiny is. I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
I want to connect to people on the level of love and on the level of real connection. I've been involved in the world of celebrity for a little while. I know it can only take you so far, and I've done some things that are really, really exciting. But I come from a place, both emotionally and economically, where I have a good connection to people in this country particularly. I want to connect with love. And
You want to change lives, then?
I want to change I want to change people's lives.
Well, you've
because I think
changed-
if you change individual people's lives, you can change anything.